Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of The Spark. I'm Coach David. Hope you're doing great on today and that your life is moving in the right direction. I am super excited to be able to share with you on today some things that I think will take you to a new level, take you to a new height, and also will just produce in your life. We really appreciate you being a part of this and watching and viewing and listening to the things that we have to share, because I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that these are the things that help us be better. So we're going to jump into it on today. As you know, prior to the new year, we were talking about confidence, and we were talking about building that confidence and using that confidence and allowing confidence just to come out of you in situations where you need to be more confident. And so we wanted to give you an understanding of that we said that confidence is the disciplined ability to act with clarity, commitment, and control, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of the doubt, regardless of the fear, regardless of not being necessarily ready, quote unquote. But we said that, hey, confidence says this right here: I am going to get the job done. I'm going to step up. I'm going to move in the right direction, and I am not going to allow anything to hold me back. I'm going to make the move. And many times you're not ready. You're not ready, quote unquote, to make the move. We're waiting for certain things to happen. We want to have a certain feeling even before we move out and do something. So if you understand that, you know that confidence is not feeling like you're not afraid. Confidence is not believing that you're the best at something. It's not having all the answers. But what true confidence really is like, listen, I'm going to choose to take action even when I'm uncomfortable. Okay, I'm going to trust that I prepared myself, and that's a key part of it. I'm going to trust my preparation over what my emotions, what my feelings may be telling me. And I am going to carry myself like someone who can get it all figured out. I'm going to move in the right direction. So today I want to go into another level of confidence. I want to share with you confidence, how you act before you feel ready, because that's what happens a lot of times. We've got to act before we feel ready. So let's get into it. Number one, confidence is a decision. It's not a feeling. Okay, as I've said to you many times before, your feelings come, your feelings go, different things happen, but confidence is built after you take that first step forward. When you start to move into action, here's what's going to happen. Your feelings are going to follow your actions. So what I need to do, I need to earn my confidence stripes, as we say. In other words, what I need to be doing, I need to be moving forward in this thing, even though I may not feel very confident. I may not have this feeling of that I'm going to be successful, but I got to move forward in that, because that's how confidence is built. Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. I want you to go way, way back, for some of us, to when you first started to ride a bike. When you first started to ride a bike, you didn't, especially without training wheels, you didn't have a lot of confidence that you were going to balance the bike. You didn't have a lot of confidence that you were going to stay on the bike. As a matter of fact, you might have fell off the bike a couple of times before. I can remember my father holding the back of the seat and steadying me until I got going. And then, giving me that confidence boost that he always gave me to say, you're okay, just keep pedaling, just keep going. And eventually I didn't hear his voice anymore. And then I looked back and he had let go, and I was literally riding the bike. See, here's something that I understand about confidence. You have to decide on how you're going to act in a pressure moment. When you decide that you're going to ride the bike, you ride the bike. Now, you may have some people around you, and that's a good thing, that will boost your confidence, that will talk you through it, that will assist you and help you. But the key to this is many times you're not going to feel confident. But as I said before, as you get going, you get more on your way. More what? You get more confidence, because your confidence follows the actions that you take. When you begin to move out in something, you're going to begin to feel more confident about that. So here's my encouragement to you. Okay. You may not feel totally confident in the beginning, but you got to commit to this thing. And when you commit to this thing, that's going to start building belief in yourself. That's the confidence. Waiting and this is what many people do, waiting to feel confident is a trap. Why? Because it is the action itself that creates the confidence. So if I'm waiting to feel confident and I never act, then I can't move forward in the thing like I need to move in order to take the action to build the confidence. That's right. And so when I understand that, hey, action is going to build confidence, I get started. So don't you wait around. Now, talking about traps, here's another trap. Many times we're waiting for perfect conditions before we start. And I got to let you know, I said this one time before, perfect conditions, if they show up, that's great. I'm happy for them, but they may not show up. So confidence is me having courage under imperfect conditions. Listen to me. You don't become confident by avoiding fear. You don't become confident by avoiding doubt. You become confident by moving in with and through the fear, through the doubt. When you begin to move within it, you will begin to understand that there are things that are happening around me that I can pull in to build up my confidence. Confidence means that I am going to act even when I am afraid. Because here's the truth. It is not the fear that stops you. It's the hesitation because of the fear that is what stops you. Courage is confidence in motion. So when I make a decision that, look, I'm going to, even though with fear and trembling, I'm going to move forward in this, then I start getting myself more confident. So take the action, get started. Don't sit back and wait for perfect conditions, because perfect conditions may never show up and you'll be waiting forever. So what I want to do, I want to encourage you that you understand that, number one, it's a decision. It's not a feeling. Then number two, I want you to not fall into this trap of waiting for perfect conditions. So here's what you really have to do. You have to stop asking yourself certain questions and learn to ask yourself new questions. Because many times what people will do, they will ask the question, what if I fail? What if I don't get all the way through it? I think you need to change that. Ask, what if I succeed? What if I grow through this? Because that's where you get the move to go into action, and then you get the confidence. Every uncomfortable moment that you act in confidence is your training. It is building you up. It is getting you there. It is taking you there. So don't be afraid. Don't look at this and say, what if I fail? What if you are successful? What if you pass? What if you get through it? Eliminate the doubt, eliminate the fear of failure, eliminate the what if, and start to move forward in it. So I want to wrap this up today by giving you a couple of key points. And then I want to tell you a little story. Okay? Here's the number one key point. Confidence is not something that you wait to attain. Okay? You go out and you start moving in action. Confidence is something that you practice. And what I mean by that, you have to go out and start putting things in action. That action is your practice, and that's going to build confidence. The moment you stop waiting to feel confident and start believing in yourself, that is the moment that possibilities can expand. That is the moment you start to grow. So remember, action leads to confidence, and confidence always follows the action. I will say that again. Action leads to confidence, and confidence always follows the action. So I said I was going to tell you a little story. Now, if you are familiar with this story, it's called The Little Engine That Could. Now, this little engine sat in a yard, a train yard, with a bunch of big locomotives and everything. Well, one day, as the story has it, there was these rail cars, and the main engine, the big engine, broke down. And this car was full of toys and food, and it had to be delivered. So the engineers were asking the engines. There was big engines, and one big engine says, "Oh, I don't know if I can pull that up that hill." Another big engine says, I'm busy. I got things going on. And another big engine is just like, I ain't doing it. Well, the little engine that sat there, this little blue engine sat there, they went to the little blue engine and asked him. And that little blue engine made a decision that, you know what, I think I can do this. Okay. So the little blue engine didn't feel ready, didn't feel necessarily like confident, But however, the little blue engine went ahead and hooked up, and he began to say to himself, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And so the little blue engine, pulled the load up the hill and got everything delivered like it was supposed to. Your life is exactly the same way. You've got to begin to believe, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Because when you begin to believe like that, there's a proverb in the Bible that says, as a man or woman thinketh, so is he or she. So if you think you can, just like that little engine, then I know you can. And so what I want to encourage you with on today, be like that little engine. Don't wait around to see what's going to happen. Don't try to figure out, don't live in fear, don't live in doubt, but I think I can. And keep moving forward. And I think I can, and then take the action and watch what happens after that. So I hope that encourages you on today, that you will get after it each and every day. Just, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And the more you think you can, the more you will. And guess what's going to happen out of that? You're going to take some action. And guess what's going to happen out of that? You are going to build your confidence. Remember, confidence, you just got to act before you feel ready. And when you do that, great and wonderful things happen for you. Now take this lesson on this week. Here's your call to action. Take this lesson, begin, I think I can, and go out there and get the job done. Just don't let coach teach a great lesson and everything, and then you're like, oh yeah, that was great, and we're all inspired and everything. No. Inspiration, motivation, let's get going. And as you do that, great and wonderful things are going to begin to happen for you. Thank you once again for being here with me. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for always your wonderful comments and speaking and everything when you do. And I always try to reply back to you. But remember this right here. You are the architect of your life. I believe in you. I think you can. I just need you to get to where you think you can and watch great things happen. I'll see you next time. You have a great one. Bye.